The doors close with a soft release of air. Not a sound meant to signal anything, just the bus deciding it is time to continue. Inside, the lights stay low, warm, steady. They do not brighten when the street opens ahead. The bus begins to move, slowly enough that the curb seems to slide away on its own. No rush, no resistance. Outside, the avenue stretches wide and empty. Traffic lights cycle for no one. Green, yellow, red, each color appearing on schedule, then letting go. The rhythm settles immediately. Engine, tires, a faint vibration beneath the floor. Consistent, reliable. Seats line both sides of the aisle, most unoccupied. A jacket draped over one, a bag resting where someone chose to leave it. Farther back, a passenger sleeps, head tilted slightly toward the window, breath calm, unaware of distance. The bus passes storefronts with lights already off, windows reflecting only the street, only the bus, only motion. A cross street opens briefly, empty, then disappears behind. The city feels flatter at this hour. Buildings lose depth, edges soften. Everything agrees to stay still. Inside, the air feels contained, neither cool nor warm, held gently in place. A small screen above the driver updates. Next stop appears, then fades. No announcement follows. The bus assumes understanding. Outside, a line of parked cars reflects the lights as the bus passes. Chrome, glass, then nothing. The bus glides through an intersection without stopping. The signal already green. Prepared, as if it knew the bus was coming. Streetlights repeat at even intervals, each one arriving, then leaving without comment. The sleeping passenger shifts slightly, finds a steadier position. The bus adjusts its motion to match. A stop appears ahead. The bus slows. Doors open. Air moves. No one boards. No one leaves. The doors close again. The bus continues, unchanged. The avenue narrows briefly. Trees line the sidewalk, their branches still, leaves holding the night. Shadows move across the windows, long, then gone. Inside, nothing changes. The lights hold. The aisle remains empty. The sound stays even. The bus crosses a bridge. Water below barely visible. Only reflections breaking apart, then rejoining behind. The motion feels smoother here, as if the bus is floating rather than rolling. The city drifting past on either side. A distant train horn sounds. Not near. Not relevant. It fades before it finishes forming. The bus turns, gently, street opens. Quieter, older, windows darker. A single light remains on in an upper floor. Not bright, just present. Then it passes. Time stretches inside the bus. Stops feel farther apart. Minutes loosen. Distance matters less. The bus moves through a neighborhood already asleep. Porches empty. Curtains drawn. Mailboxes waiting without purpose. The sleeping passenger exhales slowly. The sound folds into the hum of the engine. Disappears. The bus approaches another stop. Slows. Pauses. No one appears. The doors stay closed this time. The bus decides not to stop. It continues on, respectful of the quiet. The road opens again. Wider now. Smoother. Streetlights thinning out. Inside, the lights remain unchanged. They do not respond to where the bus goes. They simply stay. The city recedes. Buildings step back. Space widens. Darkness fills in easily. The bus keeps its pace. Not fast. Not slow. Exactly enough. And as it moves through the last quiet avenues of the night, carrying rest, carrying motion, carrying nothing that needs to arrive, the journey settles into its own calm, allowing the city to pass gently by, until even the idea of destination feels unnecessary. The road smooths out as the bus leaves the wider streets behind. The engine lowers its tone, finding a softer rhythm that fits the hour. Streetlights appear less often now. Their glow arrives gently, then fades before it can linger. Darkness fills the space between without effort. Inside, the bus feels lighter. Not emptier, just less bound to the city around it. The driver adjusts the wheels slightly, a small correction, barely noticeable. The bus answers without complaint. Outside, a park passes on the right. Trees standing close together, paths invisible, benches hidden in shadow, waiting for a different time. The windows reflect the interior more clearly now. Seats repeating, lights steady. The sleeping passenger almost transparent in the glass. The bus crosses another intersection. No signals active. Just a quiet understanding between road and vehicle. A faint breeze slips in through the vents. Neutral. Clean, carrying nothing with it. The bus hums on, tires rolling evenly. The sound becomes a single layer, easy to forget. Houses replace buildings, lower, closer. Porches dark, driveways empty. One porch light remains on, not for the street, just for itself. It passes without acknowledgement. The sleeping passenger shifts again, shoulders relaxing further. The bus adjusts its motion instinctively, keeping everything level. A stop sign appears, red, reflective. The bus slows, pauses briefly, then continues on. No one waits. expects it. The neighborhood feels settled, not abandoned, complete. The road curves gently. The bus follows, unhurried, as if it has all the time it needs. Farther ahead, the street narrows. Trees arch overhead, branches forming a loose tunnel, leaves unmoving. The bus enters the shadow. Lights inside remain unchanged. A small, warm world moving quietly through a darker one. The sound of the engine softens again, almost distant, almost part of the night itself. Another stop approaches. The sign stands alone. The bus slows, considers, then rolls past without opening the doors. The choice feels natural. Nothing left to collect here. The houses thin out. Fences appear. Open stretches of grass replace sidewalks. The bus moves through the last part of the neighborhood. Streetlights now far apart. Darkness connecting them smoothly. Inside, everything remains steady. The lights, the seats, the gentle sway. The city has fallen behind completely now. Only the road remains, and the quiet motion carrying the bus forward. And as the night deepens around it, the bus continues its calm passage, moving without urgency, without destination. Allowing the bus reaches the edge of the city without marking it. No sign, no change in pavement. Only the feeling that space has opened wider around the road. Fields replace sidewalks. Dark stretches of land where nothing reflects the lights back. The windows show mostly black now, broken only by the steady glow inside. The engine keeps its low tone, unbothered, comfortable with distance. Inside, the seats seem closer together, not because they move, but because the outside has stepped farther away. A small vibration passes through the floor, then smooths out again, the road finding its balance. The sleeping passenger breathes evenly, the rise and fall barely noticeable. The bus carries it gently, as if aware. Far ahead, a single pair of headlights appears, approaches slowly, passes, then the road returns to itself. The bus continues through long, quiet stretches. No intersections, no stops marked. Only occasional reflectors catching the light, then disappearing again. Trees line the road once more, set back farther now, their shapes loose, their shadows wide and unhurried. The interior lights remain unchanged. They do not respond to where the bus is. They hold their own calm. A soft hum comes from the vents, air moving in a careful loop. Nothing added, nothing removed. The bus glides through a gentle curve, leans slightly, straightens again, motion correcting itself. Time loosens further. Stops no longer feel like points. They feel like ideas that have been left behind. The sleeping passenger stirs once, then settles deeper. The bus steadies its pace without thinking. Outside, the road stretches ahead, empty and patient. No destination visible, no reason to hurry. The bus moves on, carrying light through darkness, carrying quiet through space, continuing its calm journey until even the road feels content to simply unfold, one gentle moment at a time. The road begins to rise gently, not enough to notice at first, only enough to change how the engine breathes. Its sound deepens slightly, then steadies, finding the same calm it has carried all night. The windows show less detail now. Fields give way to long stretches of dark hillside, nothing close enough to reflect, nothing asking to be seen. Inside, the bus feels unchanged. Lights low, seats still, the aisle holding its narrow line forward. A soft sway returns as the road curves, left, then right, each movement answered without effort. The sleeping passenger remains asleep, breath slow, even. The bus keeps the rhythm for them. A roadside sign appears briefly, white letters, unread. It slips past before meaning can form. The vents release a quiet stream of air, neutral, almost absent, just enough to remind the space it is alive. The bus reaches a higher stretch of road. Below, darkness spreads wider. No houses, no lights. Only the suggestion of distance